So, let's talk about it. Welcome to Conversations with Kiah, where we just talking through life's BS because somebody has to. I'm Kiah, raised in trauma like most of us, full of common sense that don't seem to exist anymore. Doing my best to keep my anxiety in check, all while staying out of prison. Conversations with Kiah.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome to Conversations with Kiah. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found your way to my little corner of the internet. And if you were here last episode, welcome back. You are family. We are in season 1, The Art of Feeling Good. And today in episode 4, we are going to talk about table building. Now, before we can get into our podcast, you know, your girl has to start with a cocktail. Let's get started with Cocktails and Carry-Ons. I'll meet you in the kitchen. This is our segment where I introduce to you a cocktail that you can make on the airplane yourself. I am a flight attendant, and a lot of times we are mistaken for bartenders, so this is where I help you out. Now, today's cocktail actually came from a passenger, my 3 Charlie going from Seattle to Maui. He and his husband were just good vibes, wonderful energy, and sometimes as flight attendants, we tend to be so focused on the safety and the service that we forget to just stop and enjoy the atmosphere. And he gave me our cocktail today. It is a Rose Kennedy. And you guys, it is a cute vodka soda lime. Now, all you do is take your 2 ounces of vodka. Now, this is not a PSA for Alaska Airlines, but I'm just saying, Alaska does have Tito's on board. Now, we talked last week about our crystallized lemon and lime. They also have crystallized lemon and lime packets. So if you are flying Alaska Airlines, they have everything that you need. All you're going to do is throw in your vodka, top it off with club soda, and you're going to put just enough cranberry juice in there to make it blush a little bit. Now, it is Lent, and I have chosen to abstain from alcohol for Lent, so my cocktail today is going to be a mocktail. So rather than using our vodka, we are going to go in with our ginger ale. We're going to sprinkle a bunch of lime because I do miss vodka. I'm not going to lie. So we need to make this taste like a cocktail for your girl, okay? And then we're going to just give it a little bit to be a rose. And now that we have our cocktail, let's go ahead and get into the show today. Come on. Today we're talking about a topic that landed on me recently. Table building. Our last episode we talked about peace, the price of peace, the sometimes costly boundaries that we have to set to protect our peace. After our conversation, I started thinking, and I realized I wasn't completely at peace. I'm not completely at peace. I'm at pause. And peace and pause are 2 very different things. When I moved to Seattle, the year of COVID, I moved the end of January, beginning of February. It seemed like life as I knew it just stopped. Everything slowed down for me. Everything got quiet. I wasn't forcing friendships, chasing community. I wasn't overextending myself to anybody. Things were just quiet. And something that I realized about that quiet, it wasn't the community atmosphere that I was used to. It also wasn't the community that I needed. I didn't know that I needed it. It was space. And it was space that I needed to heal and sort some things out. So, we're not going to act like space isn't necessary for peace, okay? Space is a wonderful atmosphere for you to start growing your own little garden of peace. I will say that. Now, before we could talk about building tables and building community, we have to talk about friendship and what it's really for. Friendship is not to chase away lonely, okay? Friendships should better you as a human being. Friends should challenge you to be your best. They should support you. Friends laugh with you. Friends celebrate with you. Friends tell you the truth. Y'all, friends are the family that we get to pick, okay? I think Maya Angelou said it best. She said, if you have one honest friend, one good honest friend, then you've had more than your share. And I think that's so important because right now we live in a society that says we should be running in big circles. But after living for a little while, you find out what really matters to you. You find out what really matters in your life and for your development. It only takes one real aligned friendship. That trumps out 20 surface relationships, if you ask me. And that's where table building comes in. Instead of waiting on someone to invite you out, grown women are out here building their own tables, creating safe spaces where women can show up authentically and as themselves. But for many women, adult friendships happen naturally through their kids and activities and PTAs and church events and other community organized affairs. But for those of us who don't have kids or that organized community, we got to lean in with a little bit more intention. So here are 3 ways of how you can build your own table. First things first, live your life. Follow your own interests. Go to those places where the things you enjoy are happening. It could be anything: a book club, a creative workshop, a gym, a Pilates class, a cooking class. When people gather around their interests, those conversations begin to happen naturally. Number 2, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes you're going to have to be the one to organize it. A lot of people want connection. They're just waiting on somebody else to organize it. Table building does not have to be hard. It could be something as simple as, hey, let's go try that new restaurant out. Just grab a coffee. Just go for a walk. You'd be surprised at how many people are grateful for that friend who made the first move. Number 3, give it time. Adult friendships are different. They're about honesty and repetition. It's about showing up and then showing up authentically as yourself. When you show up authentically, you're allowing somebody to see the real you. You're getting comfortable with them. They're getting comfortable with you. That's what table building is. That's how you form your community. And when you pick the right ones, that's how you maintain your peace. If you know, you know. I said I wasn't drinking alcohol. Before we wrap things up, we do have one more segment. Today's unsolicited advice is a little bit heavier, thus the kava is necessary. Today's unsolicited advice is for the typical U.S. citizen. Lately, we've been turning on the news and we've been seeing a lot of mayhem. We've been hearing words that we don't like: war, conflict, and escalation. That could make someone feel powerless. We are not powerless yet. Democracy is still here. I need you to do 3 things. Number 1, know who represents you. If you do not know who your elected officials are, go on usa.gov and find out. Number 2, contact them. Call, email, social media, message in a bottle, voicemail, text messages. keep contacting them. If you're like, well, Kiah, what am I supposed to say to them? That's okay. We got data. If you don't have ChatGPT because you're scared of the AI monsters, I understand, believe it or not. But we have resources. There's a website called 5calls.org. It will literally provide you a script of what to say to your senator or congressman based on what your issue is. Number 3, call the U.S. Capitol switchboard. Ask to be connected with your senator or congressman. Of course, I have the phone number. You ready? 202-224-3121. Again, U.S. Capitol switchboard is 202-224-3121. We have to turn this tide, y'all. There's no point in busting our butts for peace if freedom is going to be a problem in a moment. There's no point in building these social tables if communities will be wiped out. I'm going to put this in your ear. I'm not telling you what position to take. I'm telling you to engage, okay? Women, historically, we have a way of making society behave. I want you to go down a rabbit hole behind what I just said, okay? I'm hoping that it empowers you real good. That's our episode for today. Thank you so much for sitting with me. Conversations with Kiah, Season 1, The Art of Feeling Good. Episode 4, Table Building. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
To get higher, real talk, real life conversations with